Alright, hey guys. I thought I'd come back on here and do a little bit of stuff. I've got this plate with some die cuts and such on it. That's where I took a negative of a diamond die tree and just set it down. I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I was just playing. Then there's another one that's not in too good a shape, but you might can use it. I'm going to take these off. These are some ATCs that I started, but I have not finished. So I'll take them off. But I've got all these little die cuts. There's a fairy there. There's some little 3x3 card blanks where I started to do 3x3. So I've got a couple of those. This was started. So I just thought I'd just bring y'all along for the ride, I guess. So I was going to put, see if I can, I might have used what I was going to put on the front of that already on something else. Alright, so we've got a few things. This sentiment was in that kit that I had. And I just don't think, I can think of any time I would tell somebody, move on. And take the time to make a card about it. You know, what is up with that? I don't know. Anyhow, I'm just taking a gander of what all I've got here. This is an interlocking kind of wonky square. And then I think that was just the template that came with that. Alright, I'll quit digging through. I'm just trying to see the colors I have there. And then I've got this pile is of just scraps and things. I think there's some more, like here's some card bases that I'd started. So what we might do is just complete these cards. There's a nice quote by Amelia Earhart. And this is really large print, but we might go ahead. Let's trim up this right here. Quote, a single act of kindness throws out roots in all directions, and the roots spring up and make new trees. Amelia Earhart. So we'll just trim that down. I like to go on Pinterest and find quotes and then just have them printed out and ready to go. Do y'all do that? This gives you a quick way to do a card if you do that. And so, let's see what we have got here. Alright, so now that gives me a little sentiment, and it would even fit inside a 3x3 card. Alright, so, let's see. Let's see, this is another one for like a sympathy card. Let's cut it so it's kind of centered for a 4 1/4 inch card. Because see, even if you don't get it completely exactly centered, if you've got it over this way a little too far, you could put like a stem with flowers up the side here. That would be really pretty. So I'll cut it down. So that was at 5 1/4 by 4 1/4. Okay, that'll fit inside those blanks I have there. I can cut it a little bit smaller if I want to put a mat underneath it. I'm just going to peek real quick, make sure my camera's not messing up. Okay, great. It's not. Alright, let's do the little 3x3 cards first. Alright, maybe we'll use some of those wonky squares. Let's see here. See, we could do something like that maybe. Let's see. Just digging through my scraps. Well, that could be interesting if I hadn't cut it like that. Got a lot of Christmas paper in here. everybody doing okay today? I worked this morning, so I'm a little tired. Not too bad. It was funny. They said, we got to talk to you before you leave. And I said, okay. And then they get me and they say, we're going to have to let you go. And I'm like, okay, I know where the door is. And they started laughing. They thought it was funny. They said, no, we're going to keep you here. So I said, you got to make up your mind. Either I'm here or I'm gone. They were just joking. They wanted to make sure I wasn't overwhelmed. Changes in the works and they don't want to overwhelm me. All right. I wonder how that would look. The roses at the back. And I just try things until I find something I really like. I don't know. This green is a little wonky to work with. I think this green is adhesive back. You know, I really like those roses on their own. So let's just do that. And here's this. I've got some of these, and I think, yeah, this one's pink. Ooh, it kind of gets lost though, doesn't it? And that's just too green. Okay, like I said, it's all trial and error. See, I could do that, and then I could cut a strip that is 3 by maybe 3/4. And that would simply be, I'll show you, that little strip would give me a place to put a sentiment, just like that. I could stamp something on there and put it on there, and that would be done. It would be like just a note or thank you or whatever. I have this stamp set that's got all kinds of stuff, like the just a note, you're the best, thinking of you, I'm sorry. You know, I just love this stamp set by Hero Arts. It's awesome. All right, so that'll be one card, okay? And this one needs something. It needs something. Oh, you know what? Got these words from the Diamond Dies, word die. That one says memories. Oh, I like that one. It says smile, but you know what? I'll never find the dot for the eye. Do y'all keep up with the dots for these word dies? And if so, how do you? Of course, someone's going to use a chainsaw now. But see the little brown dot? It's probably on this plate, but I'll never find it. I'm going to do that one and that one. And then on this one, we could find I like the create memories together. So you could do something like that. Or because it's roses, how about hugs and kisses? See there? That would be cute. Trying to remember. I have lots of the forever. There's another smile. Might just lose that if we're not going to stamp it and just put the smile on there. Or the hugs and kisses. I like that. Alright, we need something for the front of this one. And I just saw got some of that little plaid paper left. So if I cut that at 2 7/8 and 2 7/8, it just never, it seems like you'll never use up all of your scraps, doesn't it? And put that on there like that. And then that, we could cut this down a little bit and use it. All right, let's trim this down as close as I can get it. All right, so now we have one that is 1, 2, probably about 2 1/4 by 1, almost 2. And this is pink. It's got a little purple to it. Could really make this jump. Let's see. Sometimes I'll do this and just see how it'll look on there if I did that. That might be interesting. Let's just trim this down. The thing I don't like about this Recollections cutter is this slot gets full of stuff, and if you don't pay attention, it'll start cutting all wonky. I don't know if anybody else has one of these or not, but it's like you have to run a piece of paper down through sideways to clean it out. Okay, so this is at about 1 7/8, so we'll do this at 2 1/8. And you can see that's what's happening, is this is all gummed up. So it's a little rough, so we might just pretend it's supposed to be like that and move on. So 2 1/4, so we'll do this at 2 1/2. Okay, so now we can have our sentiment pop out from the page and put it on the front. And that way you're sending a sentiment, and then you can write a little message on the inside. And I might add like a little flower to the front of it. I don't have any flowers out here, but we're going to go ahead and put these two together. I think the neighbors know when I'm going to film in this front room, because it seems like that's when they bring the chainsaws or the lawn crew, or I don't know. I'm trying to get my room cleaned up, and yes, Amy, I'm listening. Should have put everything up where it went. Yes, I did it again. I just dropped stuff in there, and yes, I'm gonna have to clean it again. I need to see if I can get Scott to just move my computer into my room, because if I was forced to live in there with it, except he likes to watch shows with me on my computer because I've got a nicer monitor than he does. All right, there's got to be a trick to getting this stuff started. Oh boy. I actually think it's the city has come to do some trimming. I don't know. We've had some wicked rain here. Like last night, with having to get up so early, I really needed every ounce of sleep, and I didn't get every ounce of sleep last night. Man, that wind was blowing, and the water was coming down so hard on the house. That's close enough. It's only a note card. Don't freak out. And yes, it does irritate me when it's not perfectly straight, but you know, once this tape is stuck down, it's a done deal. Because all you'll do is rip your paper all up. It's handmade, okay? Gee. I'm not going to freak out about a little bit of paper being off. I'm just not going to do it. I let stress about kill me when I was managing. I'm not going there again. Heart palpitations and all that, it's just not worth it. You know, I really should be cleaning my house instead of crafting. I really should. But I had big plans to come home and have the house completely and totally spotless and an apple pie made and everything, because today is Scott's birthday. But it ain't happening because I'm just, I don't know, I am zonked. Wore out. Wednesdays are just hard to do anything except work because it's 5.5 hours at a dead run. And I don't have any glue out here to glue the little sentiments on. See, I'm going to put this over to one side so I can add a little thing of flowers or something right here. Alright, so there's a 3x3 card done. And I'll put this on here. And if you really want a lot of contrast, you just keep matting. Just keep, you know, layering stuff up on your cards. That's the easiest way to make them look really, really luxurious, is to luxurious, I don't know, making up words. See, I told you I'm tired. But that's an easy way to make it look like it took forever, which, you know, it does add time when you're adding layers, but not that much. And see, I could get my white gel pen because my card base is white, and I could just go around on the purple with a stitch line in white. That would be really cute. I might do that too. Throw some flowers on it. Got my car worked on. It needed 2 motor mounts. One was cracked and one was broken. So when I would accelerate, the engine would jump in the engine compartment, which was not good for the car or for my nerves. So we got that fixed. And they checked our shocks because Scott noticed they were leaking, or he thought they were leaking, but the mechanic said no, they're fine. I'm going to go get some glue and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. I'm going to come on down a little bit and hope the camera keeps going while I'm working. I got some glue and I picked out a white gel pen. And these are brand new, so it may or may not write good right off. Here we go. And if we just add a little, you could even do a dash, and a dot, and a dash, instead of a normal stitch line. I guess the most important part is to remember if you're on a dot or a dash, isn't it? Even if you don't have the dies that make the fancy stitching, you have a pen. I mean, we all have pens. And just get creative. I know Amelia actually does writing, And then she does like squiggly lines and things inside her writing that looks really pretty. You can do that around a picture too. Or a picture or a saying, quote. Just have to think outside the box. All right, see? Doesn't that look neat? And I can add a flower to it now off to the side here in a minute. But I want to get these glued, and I don't have the, man, that's on there good. There we go. I don't have the skinny tips that everybody's got. I'm going to take that weird saying that I'm not going to use. Get my glue started. Just so I can be real light-handed with it. Just put some dots of glue on here. It'll dry clear, it'll be alright. Really should have had it over farther, but that's okay. We're not going to worry about it now. It's down. Oh, everybody that won a prize, it's on its way. And I mailed it all off today, as well as Annie XHX. Her iCAD went today. That's not straight. Not going to worry about it. This is my good table. I shouldn't be out here with glue, but that's okay. Alright, so that's that 3. Now, if we wanted to do something fun for that eye that's missing, I mean, not the eye that's missing, the dot that's missing. I have these little rhinestones. I thought that could be cute. I'll just put a tiny drop of glue there, I say. Tiny little drop of glue. Oh, and here comes Greg. He's probably going to want to talk to me. I'll let y'all go and I'll come right back. Okay, guys. He wanted to tell me how much money he made scrapping metal. $137. Pretty good for scrapping metal. I don't know if this will hold or not, but we're going to try it. I'll have to leave it set a while. But these are from Irene, these flowers. Thank you, Irene. I'm putting them to use. So I'm going to put that on there. And then I thought I'd do, I don't have wire cutters out here, but that other one worked just fine to just work it back and forth until it snapped off. Of course, now that I'm filming, it's not going to do. Let's see here. There's that. Hopefully the flower won't fall apart. I just thought this might be pretty on here. I don't know if I want that little purple flower on there. I might just put this green one on. I just thought it needed a little something else. Got these. I don't think I'm going to put anything else on that. I glued that XO down. So those are the little 3x3 cards. Oh, there's one of my hairs getting stuck in the glue. Oh. Alright, so that was easy peasy. And I got 3 little 3x3 cards that I can include with packages or a note, you know, with a gift card or whatever. I'm going to just move those down a little bit. Rosa had sent me the most cool looking embossing folder, and I did some on a scrap, and then I had it at my desk, and I had those little neon ink pads, and look what I did. I just opened the ink pad and just went careful and just stayed on the raised areas and just did that. And I think that looks really cool. And I thought I'd share that real quick. I'm going to wait to do these other cards another day. I don't want to make this video like a mile long. And I hope y'all enjoyed seeing how I put together some 3x3 note cards. You know, what I really need to make is some 2.5 by 3 inch note cards that would fit in pockets of pocket letters. I know Pam, the one and only Gran, is having a pocket letter challenge giveaway, and so is Queenie. And I told them both that I would try to do those. I've only made the one pocket letter, and that was for Sunny. And I'm just finding it hard to make another pocket letter. I don't know why. I'm going to do my best, girls, and leave it at that. I'm going to try and put together something. I think with it being Scott's birthday, I better at least get the kitchen spotless and a nice dinner made. So I'm going to let you guys go. Bye.